Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing? How's everyone doing today?
What's going on?
Just another day in paradise. One more day and then it's back to work.
Oh, yeah, living the dream, huh?
Right. Some form of a dream.
Right. So Roscoe Pop said, hi, hashtag early squad, hi, Sassy, hashtag bestie squad, and BBC.
I'm at the caught the tail end. That's nice.
Hit the like button, everybody. Christina, hey, IB and Bearded Barbarian. Umpty, howdy, everyone. Mark, okay, I'm here. We can start. LOL.
I hear you, buddy. I hear you.
So, it's a little chilly here. Not like majorly, but it's been a little. It'll be hot for like a week, and we're wearing shorts and t-shirts and stuff like that. And then it'll be cold for a couple of days. Like out of nowhere, it'll just drop, and then we're back to wearing shorts again, and it's crazy.
Well, there haven't been too many short weather around here, but there've been a few days that have been halfway decent. This weekend's been really cold and rainy. It's been miserable, so I haven't even left the house really. So
it's beautiful here today. The sun is shining. Yeah, Mr. CAJUN is working on lunch/supper right now.
What are we having?
It's gonna be good. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but so he bought these huge potatoes. What's up, Elam? He got these big potatoes. He's gonna bake them in the oven, and he's making shrimp etouffee, and he's gonna stuff the potatoes with the shrimp etouffee, and then he's frying a catfish.
No, there you go. I don't know if that will ship well, but you're welcome to give it a shot if you'd like to. I'm not sure the catfish would make it through the mail.
Right.
So hey, my mailman would hate me.
Well, from my 500, I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to ship somebody some boudin. You know?
How'd that work out?
You can ship it frozen. But, I kept putting it off. And then the guy that actually won, he's like, hey, did you ever ship that off? Because I never got it. And this and that. I was like, I'll get right on it. So I looked into it. It would cost me probably, I think it was like $50 just to ship a little package of meat. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. That's ridiculous.
Whoops.
So he settled for something else. But it was because you have to put it on dry ice. You have to go through UPS or FedEx or whatever. You can't go through the mail. And it has to be labeled some kind of way. And it was this big old rigmarole. And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Understood.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Regular shipping has gotten crazy, let alone all the other stuff.
Right. And for a little bitty old pack of meat, no, that's okay. Yeah. So
yeah. The meat, I'm sure the meat was good, but $50, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Understood.
And then to not know if they would really like it or not.
Right.
Then, you spending all that money for something and yeah.
Understood. Yeah, I mean, I've never tried to ship any food, but I have shipped things internationally, and boy, it gets real crazy out there.
Yeah.
Problems with this and problems with that, and then they held it up in customs, and then you finally get it back, and
Now when we went and visited Nancy and CISCO, we brought them some alligator sausage and boudin.
You brought them an alligator, a live alligator, or
no? We brought them alligator sausage.
I see.
Yeah, and we brought them some boudin. They said they liked it. I don't know.
It's good. Yeah, when I was in Louisiana, I was in New Orleans. I had some alligator sausage. It was good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't cheap, though. I thought that this would be, there's alligators walking down the middle of the street in New Orleans. I mean, I gotta think it's cheap. No, it was not cheap.
No. You would think it would be, but no, alligator's not cheap at all.
I asked the waitress about that, and they're like, "Well, it's hard to catch." I said, "Okay, I understand. I got you."
Yeah. That's like Terrell was gonna start doing alligator jerky. Well, he made all kind of jerky, beef jerky, alligator jerky one weekend, and then that was pretty much it. It never went past that because of the part of the reason is because of the cost of the meat, and it's really hard to find. And time too. He's been really busy lately. That's why my studio isn't finished, because he's just so busy all the time.
Well, you could do it. You could always go catch the alligators and make. What about that? You always talk about him making food. Don't you know how to make any food?
Yeah, I do. I just don't like to. But yeah,
I see. Few do. Most people like eating, but not a lot of people like cooking.
It's funny because everybody always says from when we started the channel, "Oh, what's he cooking today?" or "What's he doing now?" or "What's..." He said everybody always, and Trey said the same thing. Everybody always talks about what he's cooking, but they don't realize you cook 90% of the time.
Oh, all right. Okay.
We just don't talk about me cooking. It's always him because.
Right.
But yeah, I cook most.
Because he makes the good stuff, and you make the stuff that you never want.
Yeah, I just make the basic like spaghetti or Alfredo or beef stew or beef soup or the easy stuff, baked chicken, pork chops, jambalaya, stuff like that. So
yeah, well, a lot of men I think like to cook on the grill. I don't enjoy it. I really don't enjoy it. It's a lot like effort. You know what I mean? Trying to get the grill fired up. I got to clean the grill. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Let's just go buy some burgers.
Yeah. Oh, no, he really enjoys cooking. See, I'm just, hey, James, I'm just not into spending all that time at the stove.
Yeah, understood. Usually around here, when people want to cook on the grill, hey, let's see, why don't you cook on the grill? It's 9,000 degrees outside. I was like, yeah, let me stand over a fire with the temperature. It's like 110 degrees and 90% humidity. I'm not standing over that. You're out of your mind. You're crazy.
Mr. Christopher says, hi, boobies and Sassy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mark says he can microwave a hot dog. Yeah. I mean, I cook more than I say that I do, but I don't know. I'd rather not. Some days we just have noodles. Don't feel like cooking. We just have noodles.
Speaking of noodles, I had some noodles recently. Didn't that look like fun? It was horrible.
Was it? Well, you're not into spice or anything.
Oh, so. No. I don't like spicy food of any kind. It was on one of JKL's lives, and he had sent these to all the other people in the Pop the Chaos, and we had to eat like every time someone missed this trivia question or whatever. My stomach was upset, and I thought that I was going to have more problems with my mouth, at burning my mouth, and it did. It was very unpleasant. I was drinking milk and shoveling ice cream in my mouth, but afterwards, oh my God, the aftermath was horrible. My stomach was upset. I had to work from home the next day. I told my boss, I was like, I can't drive because I drive an hour and a half for work. I was like, I can't be in a car for an hour and a half. I'll never make it. So
that's not good.
No, it's not good. It definitely is not good. So anyway,
Roscoe says she can't microwave a hot dog. It splits.
Well, it's going to split in your mouth anyway. I guess it's not that big of a deal.
If people didn't know, Sassy had fire items for her auction. Y'all missed out.
What did you have in the auction that was on fire?
I don't know. I guess you have to ask him.
I see.
Join the live. We missed that baby face.
Talking about me? Is that what they said? Me? Talking about me?
Yeah. Mark was at the auction. Oh. I was on a live and missed the auction. Yeah.
You enjoy doing the auctions? I have never.
They are fun. It's the hard part is packing everything up, but it really is fun. Just like hanging out with people, cutting up.
Well, can't you pack it up before the live?
How would people see what you have to auction?
Well, they would have to sense that it was in there. You know what I mean? Just like if you could see this, you would really be amazed by this.
We're just gonna do.
Is there no trust? Is there no trust in the world anymore?
We're just gonna do mystery boxes. You pick your number.
Right.
I'll slap your label on and ship it out.
There you go.
Be nice if I could. That would actually work.
Well, I mean, I assume you could do it that way, couldn't you? If you wanted to.
Yeah.
Just say you're doing a mystery box live, and I guess you could have some that are a little bigger than others, and you go hold the box up, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. I got a bunch of pops around here I gotta sell, but I never sell any pops, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll set them on fire or something. I don't know.
Oh, geez. Do like I do sometimes. Put them. Take a picture. You know how you have your prize shelf?
Yeah.
Put all the ones you want to sell on on that shelf. Take a picture, put it on Instagram, and put claim sale. And then do like if you want PPG farm plus shipping, I usually do 30% off PPG just to give people a little break, you know, because I don't have to have things at PPG. I just want to make some money back.
I just don't like selling things. You know, I used to my wife and I would sell some stuff on eBay, and that's fine. And then I like, you get into a thing with the buyer. Like I sold I had this leather. I don't know if I've told the story. I had this little leather camera case, and this was, I don't know, 8-10 years ago. And I sent it to the guy. I sold it for like $10. I paid like $40 for the thing. I sold it for maybe $10. And he's like, "This isn't leather." I was like, "Yes, it is. It's leather." No, this isn't leather. Blah blah blah. All right, send it back then. Just if you're not happy, and it was just a big thing of shipping, and then he still, after all that, gave like, "Oh, this is a crap seller." I'm like, screw this. I mean, I just like, this is not worth it. People are terrible. I had a yard sale out here. I sold a brand new Harley Davidson t-shirt. I had $1 marked on it. $1 marked on that shirt. And someone was like, "Can't you take something off of $1?" I'm like, "How much off do you want? Do you want me to pay you $1 to take it? Is that what we're doing now?" Well, holy crap. What is wrong with people? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And now if I have something I'm trying to get rid of, I put it on the front grass and they'll take it. I had an old couch. I got a new couch, put an old couch out there. My wife was like, "I don't know what we're going to do. Nobody's ever going to take." I said, "Leave it out there a couple days. Somebody will come get it." And I don't know what happened to it, but it's gone. So,
Well, I know that I haven't been doing very great on the auctions. Like, people don't want to, like, pop sales or something, or people are not wanting to pay what pops are worth. So, like, some people are getting really good deals for my stuff. But I mean, I got to do it. I got to start paying back. I have a bill coming up that I got to start, you know, putting some money back to start paying on. So
understood.
I got to do what I got to do. I mean, even if I have to, you know, sell some of my collection.
Understood. Yeah, I've got, like I said, I've got a number of pops here. I just don't know the mechanism to sell it. I don't really want to sell on eBay. I guess I could sell it outright on whatnot and see what people would pay. But I got some pretty expensive ones too, and I was just like, I don't know. But that's all good. I'll figure it out.
I trying to figure out different things that I could sell on there, and Templar Pops actually gave me a great idea. Him and I talked for a little bit last night. He has a friend that that has a comic book store, and they've worked out a deal where he'll sell comics and he gets a commission off of it. Oh, so cool. I actually know somebody who has a card store like that does those magic cards.
Right. Yeah, I used to collect magic cards.
Yeah. So what I might do is go talk to her and see if she would either give me a wholesale deal or like right above wholesale to where I still have some meat on the bone to make, you know, potential money, or if I can sell her stuff and then just take a commission from the stuff she has. If that
I see. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good idea. I mean, if you have, that's the thing. If you have an outlet where people can look at it and before they buy it, you don't have to worry about, like I said, somebody not, you know, that would be fine. I'd have no problem doing it. Like, they have a place in Richmond where I work, and it's called, what is it? 21st and Charles or something like that. Have you ever heard of that before?
Oh, Second and Charles.
Second and Charles. I have something in Charles. I knew that. They have a Second and Charles where you can sell pops and stuff like that.
Yes.
But they totally rip you off. I mean, you know, I'm like, I'm not going to give this stuff away. I mean, if I do that, I might as well just donate, which is what I do now. I just do giveaways. So I'm not just going to give it to them. I mean, if they were reasonable about it, then that'd be one thing. But yeah.
Right. Roscoe said that she got banned from eBay years ago. She sold a sports jersey and they deemed it fake and took her seller's right away for life. If it was fake, she said, I had no clue and they didn't listen to that. She said, I boycott eBay.
Well, I don't buy a lot on eBay because there are some, you know, it's just like you never know what you're going to get. I mean, sometimes you get some good deals and some good stuff. I've had some really good luck, but I've also, you know, seen some stuff on there that I kind of thought, nah, it's pretty boring. Because that's the thing. It's just like if you see something, the value is really low, you immediately think, oh, this is probably fake, even though it might not be. It might be just someone trying to just unload something. They don't know what they have. But I'm just really, really cautious. My wife bought a pop. I don't know if I told this before. She bought it was a blue meanie. I have it in the other room. And I'm gonna do a video on it at some point. And she bought it, and I didn't even know she purchased this thing. And I opened it on like a giveaway that I was doing, one of my giveaway videos. And I looked at it, I was like, it looks weird to me. And I looked at it, and the painting was pretty good, but you could see but sometimes Funko's painting jobs are not that great.
Yeah.
And I was like, and she's like, I paid $35 for it. I was like, oh, well, what is it worth? So when we were checking the values for that part of the video, it's worth $100, or it was at the time worth $100. I was like, so you paid $35 from a retailer, and it's worth $100. So that immediately was like, we got a problem here.
Yeah.
So after the thing is over, I looked at it, and you could see the font on the side where they have the name. It was off, way off, actually. Yeah. So I was just like, that was really unfortunate. So I told her, I said, look, that's why I don't buy from those places. I'll buy from Whatnot, or I'll buy from the retailer or other people that I trust that I can either trade or buy from, and that's it. So,
well, you know. Whatnot, they did have people selling fake stuff on Whatnot as well.
Well, at least you have somebody trying to, authenticate. I mean, on eBay, you don't have that anything. I mean, anybody can just sell you, unless you're selling people's draws, you can sell pretty much anything on there. And so I don't know. I mean, so yeah, I mean, you got to be careful regardless. There's no doubt about that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
She said she would never sell anything fake knowingly.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because if you buy it from someone, then, because I buy a lot of mystery boxes. I try to buy reputable mystery boxes. But at first, when I first started my channel, I opened and I bought a lot because I didn't know where to buy mystery boxes from. I was buying just random mystery boxes, and I had to be really careful what I was doing. And I've actually since gone back through my collection to see. And I said, luckily, I haven't had any that I've known. I mean, there might be one in here, but it doesn't look like it. So
what's up, Arcade? Well, the thing about it is, when we started up collecting at the very beginning, Terrell found a pop that was worth quite a bit, but he found it for a really good price. But then once we got it in, we haven't completely verified that it's fake, but I'm pretty sure it's a fake, because why would they sell a pop that's worth what it was? I don't remember what it was worth at the time, but I don't understand how they would sell a pop that's worth like 70, ever how much it was, and he bought it for like $70. But now it's supposedly, the PPG on it is, because I still have it in my list, just so I can, or did I delete it? I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah. So now it's worth $1,100.
Wow.
But at the time that's not how much it was worth, but it was worth a few hundred, and he spent 70. And I was like, it doesn't seem right. So I'm pretty sure it's a fake, but I'm not 100%. Hey, honey. It's the Jason Voorhees Unmasked.
Oh, right.
So I still have it because I don't want to sell it to somebody not knowing if it's real or not. Can you imagine selling it for, $800-900, and then somebody comes back and saying it's fake,
Yeah. Then you can do all the explaining that you want, but people a lot of times just not believe that.
Because he confronted the seller, and he's like, oh no, it's not fake. I bought it from such and such and such. So they were even saying, no, it's not a fake. So maybe they didn't even know, or they did know and were just saying it wasn't fake. There's no way to really, dispute stuff like that.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, you can go to other people that are, have a really keen eye, and they're not going to know 100%. Some people, can do a really great job. So all you can do is your best and try to figure it out. And that's why, just try to buy from people that you can trust from, and hope it works out. And sometimes that doesn't even work. There's, so. But my thing is, when I buy the things, I don't really have an intent to sell it. At some point, I may do something with it, but that's not my plan. I mean, I buy them because I like them. So,
right.
But the mystery boxes are the thing. You get some stuff you're not going to want. So I usually just give it to somebody and hope that that works out for them. But I don't know.
Well, I know that Jim Pops had gotten a few fakes before, and I ended up with a couple of them, but it doesn't bother me because I really like the pop, and I'm not going to resell them. I'll just, it'll just be part of the collection. So
Right.
it doesn't really bother me that they're not real. They look real. And
Yeah, like I said, if you're going to hold on to them.
Yeah, if they're a gift, so.
Right.
But yeah.
So if my birthday's right around the corner, it's next week. So there's still at least 5 more shopping days until my birthday. So I just wanted to let you know that. So
are you telling me, or are you just telling the chat?
I was telling the chat, but also you. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So I just thought it was important information to put out there. You know what I mean? March 2nd. Mark it on your calendars. And then I'll keep an eye out for keep an eye on my post office box. How's that sound? Sound good?
Yeah, what you wanting?
All I need is an Alan and baby Carlos. If somebody could get me, that's the one pop that I really desperately want. If somebody says, what is your wish list? I don't really have like a wish list of 100 different kind of pops. I mean, there's a couple others that maybe I'd be interested in, but I don't know. I mainly just want that one. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a few collections. I'm going to attempt to get over this next year, but we'll see. With everything the way it's going now, I don't know. Like I said, I may have to let go of some of my collection to start paying on this bill. So
I understand. Yeah.
What's up, King Bob? He said he's going to ship you a bat in a box.
Right. I don't need that. I mean, if you're talking about a baseball bat, I mean, that's fine. And but if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I'm not at all interested in that. So thank you, though. I've had plenty of experiences with bats. So
whose sound went off? What the sound just went off? Did you say something?
Huh? Yeah, I was talking constantly. I said if he sends me a baseball bat, I'm good with it. If he sends me the other kind, I'm not interested.
That's what Mark said. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't hear it. I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Maybe it's on his end. Check. You got to pay your internet bill. Got to pay that internet bill. You can't just coast. You know what I mean? Got to keep that thing going.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yep. I do have a Patreon gift to give away today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to spin the wheel and I'm going to send them the Willy Wonka soda.
Oh, I don't even have that one. That's a cool
It's just a common, though.
Oh, why?
It's already been opened and everything, but it's still a really cool soda. Have you seen it?
I have not. That's a cool one. That is a really, really cool one.
It's really neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some that I missed out on. They're coming out so fast now. It's just like I can't buy them all. So and of course I bought 9 Deadpools. So I really tied my expenses up in that. My wife almost murdered me.
Did you see the thumbnail I made for today's stream?
Yes, I saw that. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I did it just for you. I made it right after I watched your last video where you pulled some more Deadpools.
I mean, when I couldn't believe it. I didn't.
The chase.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, that was crazy. I don't even know how I ordered 6. When I saw the 6, I was like, "What is this? There's no way." I remember ordering 2. I only ever ordered 2. I ordered 2, and then later on, I was like, "You know what? I probably should order 2 more. Just I really want to get this chase." So I ordered 4, and I was like, "That's it. That's all I'm going to do." I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened between that time and this time, but for whatever reason, I ended up with 9 of those suckers.
So have you been known to sleep by before?
I have not. That is sort of a new one. It seems pretty complicated. Like if you're sleepwalking, you just kind of shuffling your feet. To purchase something, you have to log on, pull out your credit card, type the stuff in. I don't know. I can barely do it when I'm awake.
Iconic Odd said his wife used to sleep shop all the time. He actually caught, it's a true thing.
Well, and I don't really do anything when I sleep. I pretty much lay completely silent. I barely breathe, so I just don't really see me doing that. Now, my wife, on the other hand, she's got one of them CPAPs. It's like sleeping next to Darth Vader. So.
James said he's considering a Yellow Submarine John Lennon fake in honor of his appreciation of bootleg recordings.
Understood.
And Arcade wants to know where you got your axe from. He can't remember.
Oh, the one that I use most of the time. It's on Amazon. It's on there on Amazon. Yeah, I've used some other ones early on, but this I feel very comfortable using this one right now. So I sort of do that. I'm working on this other area that I'm going to start hanging some. I've got a lot of it done, but I'm trying to do the background where I'm hanging up the some swords and things like that back there. So
yeah,
I did a cool diorama. You remember? I don't know if you remember in my background. I had the 10-inch custom of the Barbarian custom.
Yeah,
people haven't seen it for a long time because it fell over, right? I don't know if it was on a shelf, and I told the guy I was concerned because it was clay on the front. And he put so much with the beard that it would be front heavy. Well, he put these little pads under the front of his feet, and I was like, I still don't think that's. Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And then it fell over, right? And then it knocked the shield out of his arm, so I had to reglue that back on there. Yeah, I had to reglue it back on it. It's fine. I mean, you wouldn't even notice this. But I'm like, I don't want to put it back up there, so I'm trying to figure out what am I going to do. So I thought about it, and they have like these little doll holders that have like grab something around its neck, at the back of its neck. And it's got a little stand, but it's so tippy, it's so heavy that it's still tipped over. So I had to take that and I mounted it to 2 square blocks. I painted the blocks. Then I put a bunch of rocks on there, these little small rocks, glued it all on there and made like a little stand. Then I put him on top of it. Then I put a little moss around it and then sprayed some blood on the thing. Well, not real blood. I mean, some red paint on the thing. And then those 2 pops that I've murdered in my videos, I covered them in blood and put them on the bottom of the thing. So it looks very cool. That's what I was trying to do with my short. Well, hopefully people get a chance to see it. But I put it over there, and it looks very, very cool. I was I was impressed how crafty I was. Usually I'm more crappy than crafty. But it actually turned out amazingly well. I was shocked. So.
Christopher says he wants all the fakes.
You want them all, huh?
Arcade said he wants to make a pop of himself.
They're very cool. I was going to do when I talked to my wife, I think it was my last birthday, and I was just going to do like a 4-inch one, but I wanted something for my background, so I told my wife to do a 10-inch one. And it was a tremendous amount of money, way more. It was more than I spent for any pop, I can assure you. So but it is cool if you can get somebody to do a good job with it.
It took a while to get it too, didn't it?
It did. It went on because this guy was doing it in Baltimore, and he would do a thing, and he didn't follow directions. He was a good artist, but he didn't follow directions. So he'd like, here's a picture, and he would send it to my wife, and she'd like, I want to show you. And I was like, I don't want to see it. I want it to be surprised, right? She's like, no, you need to see this. I'm like, oh. So I looked at it, and then the hair looked like a bowl cut. I'm like, this doesn't look like my hair. Tell him I need more flip. I need more flip. And then he would do something else, and it was worse. And then I was like, then it was the coloring was wrong. And then I was like, look, I want to be blood splattered. And he put a couple little specks. I was like, no, more blood. So it was just all this back and forth. And we had to take 2 10-inch pops to make the pop for me. Yeah. Because it's He-Man body that's repainted. And the head, people won't know this, but I was trying to figure out what kind of head I could use. The only one I could use was Michael Jordan. It's Michael Jordan's head. Really? So, yeah, because it's a blank slate. He doesn't have hair or anything like that. Because you can't take off hair because it'll cut the plastic open. Yeah. So you use a bowl. So it's kind of the opposite, like an opposite of blackface. It's whiteface. So anyway, so they had to paint it, white, and then put the beard on. But you'd never know. It looks really, really good.
Right.
It did a good job.
I just think he didn't put enough white in like your hair.
Whoa! Take it easy. Take it easy now.
To make
all this white is from Sassy. This is extra white based on the experiences I've had here. So.
Oh wow. Yeah. Wow. I need to go back and see how long we have been doing this. It seems like forever, but I don't know.
It hasn't been that long. It's probably been 8 months, maybe. We've done probably 7 of these or so.
Started in the summer of last year. So.
Right. Yeah. It's been about 7, I would say. Maybe 8. Maybe 8 of them. We've had some fun ones. I've enjoyed them.
Once? You said we've had some fun once?
No, I said fun ones.
Oh, okay.
But we haven't had fun twos, just the one.
We've only had fun one time.
It was interesting, for sure.
Hey, Carolina, Chris.
People keep telling me, like I do lives on. People keep telling me about the pudding one. that people still love talking about that.
Yeah.
I said I loved it when Sassy had a goatee right here.
Yeah, we need to do some more crazy like
Jay said he's down to do anything, so you know.
All the white is due to marriage. Stop humoring yourself.
Well, my wife has white in her hair too, and it's due to right here. So
I want to do the soft tacos to see how many soft tacos we can eat.
Oh boy. I did. We just Lass and I did one that was like $1 menu. Oh my god, I was so stuffed, dude. I mean, it was like, and I had like chili dogs and burgers and tacos. It's like, oh my god, I was so crammed.
What all did you get? What all? Like, how many of the things did you eat?
It was supposed to be $10, $1 menu items. And then we were originally talking about where would you want to do them from. So I said, well, let's do them from a variety of areas. And of course, there's no dollar menus anymore. That's kind of out because things are so expensive. Dollar menu items are basically $1.70 or whatever, $1.60 on the cheap side. So I went to Taco Bell and I got the things. I got like a bean burrito and a cheese burrito and some cinnamon twists and some other weird potato thing, which was horrible. And then I went to McDonald's and got some two burgers and a chicken sandwich. They don't have much on their dollar menu anymore. And then I was going to go to Wendy's, but Wendy's here, it was it was completely around the building. I was like, oh, no, I'm not waiting all that amount of time. I'd have missed it alive. So I had to go because I didn't want to do it too early and my food's cold. So I tried to do it as close to the time. It was a good thing I gave it enough time. But I went to Dairy Queen and got 2 chili dogs, and I got these pretzels with cheese dippers. It was like a 2 for $4, but they were good. So
we did whenever we were doing the Three Musketeers, we had done a cheeseburger challenge, which I thought, man, I'd be able to eat a lot of those. No, I think I only ate maybe 2, 3 of them, maybe. And then we did the chicken nugget challenge where we were to see how many we could eat in a certain amount of time. I didn't eat as many as I thought I would eat too, because I could put away some chicken nuggets. Don't get me wrong. But every time we would try to do a challenge, I didn't do as good as I thought I would do. And I'm like, I'm gonna crush these. No. Nope.
It's the pressure. You folded under the pressure.
I guess it's what it is. Well, see, by the time I got the nugget, by the time the live started, the nuggets were cold, so they were kind of like cardboardy. And then the cheeseburgers were cold. So what?
We did.
I hadn't seen you in here in a while.
Hey, Mr. Techbot's around.
Yeah.
We also did like I did a taco thing with Lass, and I think it was New and Old and somebody else. And I made the mistake of getting crunchy tacos. What a terrible idea. Because they sat and they got so soggy. And it was just like eating sponge wrapped around. It was so nasty. It was very hard to get those suckers down.
Even in normal, everyday eating Taco Bell, I always get soft tacos because of that. The how it gets all mushy. Ugh.
I usually just shove them in my mouth so quickly. Like I'm still in the drive-through line, like waiting. I'll give them the thing, and I'm already sticking a taco in my mouth. So it's all good.
BBC has no patience. TechBot just doing a little editing. I prefer carne asada tacos. Yeah, those are. You don't want to go against me when it comes to eating. Well, guess what? I just cleaned you up, and next time we do a challenge, we'll have you up on the screen, and we'll see who can do what. Or I could just be the judge, like I was the last
time. Right? Yeah, you got away pretty easy, buddy. You really did. You really got away pretty easy.
Oh, and we did the that pickleball thing and. What else did we do? We did crickets. Yeah.
I did dog food with gem pops.
I remember that. What's up, Reef?
People are horrified that I ate dog food. I was like, I gotta be honest with you, it's better than some of the food I've eaten around here.
Yeah, didn't you and Nick do that?
Yeah, Nick and I
dog food on here.
Ate dog food. Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked great for my coat. It was very shiny for the
Yeah, we'll have to figure some kind of challenge, and I can hold 10 people, so. Yeah, we got to figure that out. Well, maybe in about next month we'll do something. We just got to figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah, just get a group of people and we'll put up like a pop or something and see who can, win it. Sounds like
People
fun.
can give us some ideas, and then we'll put the ideas on the wheel, and then we'll spin the wheel and see what comes up.
There you go. There you go.
Wait, you actually ate dog food out the can? Yes, he did. He ate dog food out of the can.
Yeah, it was several cans. I
Several.
see. The originally when I did the dog food was on TechBot's channel, and we did this can challenge. And I opened it, and one of the things that my wife got me, because she picked up the cans and took the label off, was dog food. It was actually not the worst thing I ate of all the things I ate. So I told, Nick said, "Oh, I'll eat anything." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh, let's test that theory out." So we had, I think it was like 4 cans, if I remember rightly. I remember having milk bones and the thing. And my wife was like, "What are we gonna do with these extra milk bones?" I was like, "Well, I'm not eating them. Give them to somebody with a dog." So
Oh yeah, y'all did treats and everything else, huh?
yeah, we did treats and everything. It was good. They were peanut butter. They were peanut butter flavored dog treats, and they weren't bad. They weren't bad. I've tasted worse.
I tried some of that bacon, the little bacon treats for dogs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bad.
I'm not a huge fan of that bacon, that like fake bacon flavor. It's like a smoky-ish flavor. Sometimes they overdo it. It tastes kind of weird, but it certainly kills the flavor of whatever else is in there. So horse meat or whatever.
Chris, you'll have to go back and look at some of our past lives where they did the dog food, and then we did pudding. We had to get Snickers out of the pudding, and
we were bobbing for Snickers in pudding.
Yeah, that was
Chase, of course, cheated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah,
the whole idea of that is, and Chase was like, "Yeah, I won." I said that wasn't really about winning. It was more about how it's going to look with somebody pushing Snickers out of their mouth from pudding, and it looks like poop. It looks like pooping.
But didn't he have banana pudding or?
Yeah, he had. I think he had like banana pudding.
Yeah, it didn't look as bad on him.
Nah, it didn't look good. Didn't look right. So.
But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, man, I miss the Sundays where we used to do crazy stuff.
Well, we need to come do it. So we can find some folks to come do it. Chase said he'd come back. He said he'd absolutely come back.
Yeah, football's over, so.
That's it. Definitely is very much for him for years to come.
And thankfully, his team didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but we won't go there. We won't.
Right. Misery does love company. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I don't want to start a war. So, but yeah, we need to get a list of people and figure out what we're gonna do.
There you go. Sounds like a plan.
I always enjoy those. They're so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for a good laugh, anyway, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's ultimately what it is. Just have fun and talk about whatever. If you want to talk about pops, we'll talk about pops. If you want to talk about something else, we'll talk about something else. You want to set your hair on fire and run around? Hey, we can do that too. I mean, you start. I'll watch. How's that?
No, I thought I was the judge.
You did that last time. I think it's my turn to be the judge. You can do it. I'll be the judge. How's that?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Right.
We got to just figure out what we're gonna do. Big Easy said family nuggets from Wendy's. I like their nuggets, so maybe that would work.
The last time I had chicken nuggets from McDonald's, I was very unhappy with them. I don't know if it was McDonald's I was going to, but they tasted very dry. I don't know if they were doing something with their breading. Something was off. So I don't know. Maybe they were just old nuggets. I got leftover nuggets.
The last time I tried to do the nugget challenge, I didn't get very many down, and I
could probably eat 60. If I starved myself all day, I probably could eat about 60.
I could probably do 20. But
that's it? I do that on a regular. That's a Tuesday for me.
Yeah, not in a timed setting though. Like if we sat for the whole 2 hours like we normally do, and then you eat during the live, then by the end of the live I could probably have a lot of them down. But a time thing just doesn't work for me.
Well, I think the timer, like I said, I think it makes people nervous. They're starting to eat really quick, and it sort of messes them up. For me, I'm a fast eater anyway. Like when my wife sits down and we get set down, I've already cleaned the bowl and I'm going back to get something else because I don't really believe in tasting the food until later. So I just 2 bites and it's down. Like my wife said, you're really supposed to chew more because sometimes I'll eat so fast I'll get some gas in my system and it upsets my stomach. So she's like, you should chew more. I chewed like 5 or 6 times. I was like, my jaw's killing me. I can't. I just can't. It's a lot of effort. Let's be honest.
My grandmother used to do that. And she was always the last one at the table. Every bite, she would just chew and chew and chew. And I'm like, how can you sit there all that time? My grandpa was in the military, so he would just be like,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd be finished before like everybody could sit down to eat together, and then she would be the last one at the table. So Bearded has those prison rules when it comes to eating, I see.
Yeah, exactly right. If you don't eat it, somebody may steal it from you.
Chris said, by the way, big shout out to all my incarcerated inmates out there. In case they happen to watch, the Sassy Barbarian show. Shouts out to y'all.
Indeed.
You're better off just blending your food and just drinking it. Oh.
Not too sure about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I can chew it enough that it'll get down there. I have like one of those throats like a sewer pipe. You know what I mean? So it's fine.
Spread the love and working on custom light up Funkos. Yes. Reef does a good job on those. Reef, have you found the torchy yet?
What is it?
He's making lights out of Funkos.
Making lights out of them. Where does the light out of?
Huh?
Light out of its eyes or something like that? Where the light does light come out?
He puts it in the back of their head or the.
No, but where does the light glow from? Like through its face?
Yeah, their head. Yeah.
I didn't know if he was sticking like a light up their rear end or something and it blew light out somewhere else.
I don't know. Cool. He might do that too.
That might be cool. Yeah.
I picked up I did pick up some cool sodas lately.
Oh yeah.
I got I don't know if you've gotten this one yet.
No, I didn't get that one.
Well, I got this one. Hey Anthony. Oh, no torch yet. And then I got this one, and then before I got that one, I got this one, which is the chase of it.
Oh, there you go.
So I have the set, but the chase didn't come with a pog.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it when they do that. When they do something very different.
Yeah.
They're very cool. Very, very, very cool. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, but it isn't cool that you didn't get the chase pog. That's very
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna sell that one anyway, so it'll be good.
Well, some people will display it with the pog on it. I don't do that personally, but
I don't usually either. I just put the soda out there. Right. And then I picked up this at Walmart the other day, so I was excited that I found that.
Oh, there you go.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix. I was never much of a Jimi Hendrix fan. I mean, it was okay. He had a couple good songs, but people don't realize that he didn't have a lot of like top 40 hits.
Right.
I mean, he had a lot of good songs, but for whatever reason, they didn't make it to the top 40 hits.
Right.
So.
And then
it's a little bit before my time. Sassy's older than I am, folks. So in case you didn't know that, I'm a millennial. So I'm like in my mid-30s over here.
Your birthday's next week.
I know. I'll be 34. I'll be 34 next week.
No, I don't think so. But anyway, I got things from I Want This Stuff.
Oh, there you go.
The only two I want. I love the Bombshells, but I only like Harley and Poison Ivy. So
I've got some pop pins, but I never really enjoyed them too much. So I got a few. Mine are mainly Star Wars ones. Yeah.
I don't like all of them. Only like a few.
Yeah.
Anthony says he doesn't believe you.
About what?
Being only 30 something.
Is there no trust, Anthony? Come on now. You need to trust what I say.
Before your time, you were alive when Stevie Wonder first touched a piano. Hey, Johnny. Hey, D.
I'm still a youngster. I'm still spry.
Yeah. Chris said he's 47.
Yes, sadly, I will be also come March 2nd.
James says he prefers bands without a lot of top 40 hits, actually.
Yeah, I mean it's cool when you know a band and like when they first came out and they're independent and blah blah blah, and then they sort of become big and people are like, that's not cool anymore. I just like music. I don't if the music's good, I'll listen to it. If there isn't, it isn't. It's all good. So
You don't even listen for the words though, right?
that's true. That's a good point. That's very,
Yeah, I
very good point.
remembered.
I do not listen to the words. And there have been times where I'll watch some YouTube videos where it's just the words, ruins the song for me. Absolutely ruins it for me.
James says he's celebrating the 28th anniversary of his 39th birthday this year.
Nah, it's quite a math problem you got going on there.
Right?
That's great. That's great.
Bearded Barbarian been around since George Washington days.
No, not quite.
What's up, Quick Draw? 46 in June. Need a rewind. Oh, look at Johnny. He's a baby. He's going to be 30 in October.
Oh, there you go. 30 was a tough one. Just let you know, Johnny. It was the hardest birthday for me. Going from 29 to 30, way harder than 30 to 40. Way harder. Because now you're an adult. Okay. When you're in your 20s, you're in your 20s, you're still out partying and mooning nuns and all the other things that you used to do in your 20s. When you're 30, that stuff's not cool anymore, man. You are a full-on adult. And you might as well forget it. So just so you know, I went into I went in my bedroom and put my head under my pillow and just cried and cried. You know what I mean? So.
30 to 35 was rough for me in life in general. My marriage was rough. Being a parent at that point was rough. It was really hard. And then once you realize that half the things that you're that you're fighting about is stupid.
Yeah.
So once you hit around 33, 35, a little bit older, you start realizing that some things that you thought were important really aren't that important. And it really is a waste of time and breath for all the craziness that you put yourself through. And you just learn how to pick and choose your battles.
Well, yes, you definitely gain perspective as you get older and realize these things don't matter. But I got to be honest with you, that's easy for me to say. Earlier today when I was working on that short video, I had a full-on meltdown. I mean, I was very close to taking the computer I'm looking at right now and smashing it to a million pieces. So I really don't have any room to talk. Okay. I haven't gained that much perspective, let's be honest. So
did I see your new logo? No, I thought you were already a soda can. You have another soda logo? You have to send me a picture. Tampa's wife said, wait till you're 49.
And then you're going into 50?
I'm not that close. I'm not that far away.
I'm basically 49 now at this point. It doesn't, my parents said, my mom said, hey, we're sending you some gifts. I was like, yeah, that's nice of you. You didn't need to do that. She's like, oh, aren't you looking forward to your birthday? Once you get to a certain age, you begin dreading your birthday. At least I do. I don't need a reminder. I really don't. So.
Hey, Brandy. Sick. Did all y'all on Naruto today? Came out awesome. Christina sharing your YouTube.
Thank you, Christina. That was very nice.
I choose to identify as a young person. You're still young too, though, Elam. Gee, he told me his age the other couple of weeks ago. I'm like, oh, you're still a baby. I don't acknowledge the day anymore. Yeah.
Understood. Well, my parents said you're still collecting things that you were collecting when you were 8. So I'm not sure you've matured that much. I said, well, I've gotten older. I really haven't matured much. My parents are still buying me toys. I told them they're collectibles, so they
right. Yeah. 30 was cool. 45 through another story. No, not really another milestone love in life. Yeah. Once you reach a certain age, that's
what people say. It's just an age. It's not a state of mind, but it's a big age. I mean, it's such a big number. Yeah. I used to look at 30-year-old people as if they were 90. Like they were really old people for the nursing home.
40 was old, and I'm like, I am way older than 40 now, and I don't think I'm old. I don't look old, but I feel like my grandmother.
I'm sorry, did you say you don't look old? So your eyesight's getting bad? Is that what you're saying?
I felt like my grandmother always looked old as long as I can remember. And she was 40 when my mom had me.
Dear.
So I'm like, I don't look old like my grandmother did when but yeah, I don't know. Times have changed. People look younger these days when they're
They
older.
definitely do.
I get excited for my birthday because he gets a free tattoo from his dad.
Yeah, I remember when I was a child, the grandparents, they were not tattooed. Okay, they didn't have a nose ring. They weren't listening to rock and roll. I mean, let's be honest.
Right.
My grandmother was listening to, old timey music, like you're in an elevator and things like that. Now it's just like grandma is, drinking from the keg. I don't understand. I don't.
After 30, naps become important. Yeah, they have. I watched something the other day. They have elderly influencers now. So like
right.
Old people are on TikTok have become influencers.
What do they consider elderly? Please tell me it's not 50.
No, they were like 70, 80,
okay.
Some 90, some 60s. So I was like, what? I forgot what they're called, but it was like, what? That's so crazy.
What are they influencing though? That's what I'm concerned. What's being influenced?
One lady's fashion. She is like a fashion model now.
Oh, great.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. TechBot says he'll be working on a complete revamp of the logo. Got to get more into the travel world. Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
I was watching a cool video. TechBot, you need to go and do this, where it's down in Disney World, where they're on that like it's a cruise, but it's not a cruise. You know what I'm talking about, the Star Wars thing? Oh my god.
The new hotel that just
Yeah, there's some really good videos out there. Ordinary Adventures did one, and Super Carlin Brothers did one that was very, very cool.
I think we're either doing Disney or Universal Studios for Christmas this year.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to be staying at TechBot's house. I haven't told him this, by the way. I'm going to be staying at TechBot's house and crashing in the master bedroom, and then I'll go over to the thing. So TechBot just kind of make space for me over there.
You doing that for Christmas or what?
No, I haven't decided the day. I'll just show up. I'm just going to show up.
I'm like, if you go for Christmas, then we can.
When you're family, you don't have to let them know in advance. You just show up at the door. You just show up at the door. You got your luggage in your hand.
Yeah, Cousin Eddie, he just showed up. He said, "Hey, we'll be here for a month," and it's like,
I got my tenement on wheels. I'll bring my tenement on wheels, and the grandkids, and then that'll be that. So.
James says, "In my mind, I'm in my 20s, but my body tells me to rethink that thought." Quick Draw says his grandma listens to Elvis. Anything else is the devil. Galactic Star Cruise. I'm not big enough to get invited, and I don't have a $6,000 budget to stay there for 2 nights.
It's $6,000 for 2 nights?
Yes.
Holy crap.
All those YouTubers got free invites to the Galactic Star Cruiser, and no. Yeah, it's expensive. Before it opened, I had seen how much it was going to be. I was like, yeah, I don't think we're going to do that.
I thought that there would be like some cheap ones, like they would be down in steerage, like on the Titanic, the poor people that died in the bottom of the Titanic. I figured there'd be something like that in there.
I actually had looked into it because me and my son love Star Wars, and he knows about all that stuff. Like years ago, probably about 6 years ago, I was like, man, you got to watch Star Wars, before all the hype came back around.
Right.
And he's like, I don't know, Mom. So we started watching. He's like, this is so boring. And then within a year or 2 or 3 years, he's like, now all about Star Wars. And like telling me about it and telling me characters that I don't even remember their names. And do you remember so-and-so and so-and-so from this movie? And I'm like, no, I really don't remember. And so like, he's really all about it now. I'm like, I tried to get you to watch it a couple of years ago. What's going on? It's so funny though, how they are on their own time span. One day he's singing a song by Queen, and I start singing it with him, and he's like, how do you know that song? I'm like, boy, that's Queen, and they've been out as long as I can remember, since I was a little girl.
That's it.
And he's like, no, I'm like, yeah. So we looked
Nah,
it
they
up
think it's new music, don't they?
Right.
Yeah.
So we looked it up and I showed him, and then so that day, that whole afternoon, all the way home, we listened to nothing but Queen music, and me and him were singing. It was so funny. He thought that was the coolest thing that I knew Queen. Oh, it's so funny. He always does so. How do you know about that? I'm like, boy, I'm older than you. What do you mean? How do I know? So this is Anthony's new logo.
Oh, that's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Got a Thor vibe.
It looks like a Mr. Collected logo.
Cool.
Are you going to have to schedule for your whatnot, or is it going to be just random days? You know, Johnny, I really don't know. I would like to schedule days, but I don't know. I'm gonna try all different days to see what's the best day. I don't know. I just got to see what's the best day and what's the best time. But there's always so many people doing whatnot auctions all times of the day, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just hard to know when's the best time. But for right now, I'm probably just going to keep them on Saturdays at 8 Central for now. But I may start doing 2 a week. It just depends. Like I said, I may have to start selling my collection because I have to pay that bill coming up soon. So
yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming.
Yep.
So TechBot apparently doesn't think that he's going to allow me to stay at his house.
Oh,
I don't remember asking, actually, to be honest with you. I don't remember.
Oh, that's what the no is about for you.
I assume he's just being belligerent. You know what I mean? A good friend. I sent him a cool Funko Pop. You know what I mean? I thought he'd appreciate it. He didn't like it. Some people can't make them very happy.
That's crazy.
They just love to be angry.
I thought y'all were friends.
I thought so too. I thought we were friends, TechBot. What happened?
That's funny. Yep, it's crazy. That
is a cool. So who was the one who drew the soda?
Oh, thing? Mr. Collected. You never heard of him before?
I've heard of him, but I've never done it. I am looking to have a sticker made for my Pop the Chaos group, and I'm trying to find somebody to do it. And I asked somebody, but apparently they're really busy, so I don't want to keep bothering them. So I was trying to find somebody that could do like a sticker logo for me and trying to do something different. So I was just thinking,
talk to Nancy.
Okay.
Nancy YEAHBOY.
So it's YEAHBOY is the one that makes it, or
Nancy, his wife, CISCO and Nancy YEAHBOY.
Right. But Nancy. You're saying YEAHBOY is the one who makes them. He draws the stuff.
No, he draws, but she does logos.
Oh, she's the one that does it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have to reach out and see if I can come up with
something. Bearded boy. He's just reading Sassy's shirt.
What?
He's reading. He's reading Sassy's shirt. No.
Oh, I see what it is. I got it. Because it says no soup for you. I don't think so. I really don't think that's what it was. Let's assume that's what it is. Yeah, that's right. He's just reading the shirt. He wasn't saying that, right? Gotcha. Yeah. I got you. That's a good call. Good call.
We're actually gonna have Mr. Collected on Popping Around the World coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out then, see if I can come up with some sort of an idea, because I was kind of trying to think of something to draw. I still don't have like a idea of what to do yet, but I did want to try to do like a design I could put on a sticker and maybe even on a shirt or something.
Well, didn't we wanted to do a Sassy Barbarian, and you were supposed to advertise that contest on a video, and you never did, because I've been watching and you haven't.
Do what now?
We were talking about a Sassy Barbarian logo.
Yeah, that's another one that I'd like to have done. There's a bunch of stuff I'm looking to try to do. It's just like I don't know. I start a lot of projects. I need to finish some of these projects.
Yeah, Johnny said if you need help with any help that he can do it. He's done Mr. Awesome's logo and arcades. Johnny, you could do a Sassy Barbarian one. That would be awesome.
Well, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I have a few ideas on some things. I'd like to do an alternate logo for my regular channel. I want to try to do a Pop the Chaos one, and I want to do a Sassy Barbarian one. So there's a lot of doing that needs to get done. Yeah. I just need to get some of them done.
Yeah,
know,
we had
so.
talked about doing a little contest with ours, like whoever.
Yeah. Oh, that's
sent
right.
in-
That's what you were talking about. I got you.
Right.
Yeah, we did talk about that. How long ago was that? I don't know, a couple
It's
months
been a
ago.
while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well,
I do need to do something. Write myself a note.
you had had people sent in stuff before, so I thought it would work better if you advertise because you've already done something like that before. I don't ever get much many things people doing stuff on my channel, so like they'll leave comments and
you
stuff.
Gotta ask. You gotta ask. I mean, I the one had to set it up. I decided to do something different for my giveaway, and I said, well, instead of just doing for a while, I was trying some different things, and I need to go back to doing. I've gotten very lazy.
Yeah, but one time I had done it. A few times I had done giveaways, and only like 12 people entered the giveaway, and I'm like, so people don't really respond to
people. See, the thing of it is people like to humiliate me. It was an opportunity for people to draw things that would be, you know, they were really good though. I was really impressed.
Yeah,
by
I really liked all of them that you had gotten.
I got a bunch of really good ones. So yeah, so maybe I'll have to put that out there and see if I can get one for us here. My finger, put a ring around my finger and figure it out. Okay.
I would even be as whoever the winner would be, I would get it printed and just hang it in the back for like a month to show, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
all right. Let's see. Excuse me. So yeah, so a lot of little projects that I need to get going. I'd like to get some shirts. I keep telling myself that I'm going to get a shirt. But I never get around to. I did have some made, but it was like a local person, and apparently they're not doing as much as they were. So that's another thing I need to work on. So aren't you printing shirts, or weren't that something you're going to work on, or you haven't gone back to doing it?
Yeah, I just haven't been very motivated to sell all the stuff that I already have because I have to sell all that first. And get
what is it? Just a bunch of blanks? What is there stuff printed on it? Or?
I have a bunch printed. I have a whole tote full of printed shirts, and then I have another smaller tote of blank shirts, and then I have a bunch of stuff that goes on the shirts. Like I have four binders full of stuff that I just put on the shirt and. But you know, I just haven't I never know what size to do the shirts and what color because I want to be able to make sure that they're gonna sell and not just be sitting around. So I need to figure out what's like the most popular size that people want to buy and stuff like that, and then just go.
Well, I mean, when I usually go to the store and buy like a shirt pop combo, I can tell you one thing. My shirt size is never there. So either nobody wants it or lots of people want it. So, I mean, I can find lots of larges, lots of mediums. Those are not it. It's usually extra large through 3X are probably the more common ones, at least from my experience.
Yeah.
So I would think those would probably be some of the more, but again, you never know. I mean, you could really be all over the place. So that's the tricky part for sure. So,
but yeah, I have a tote of empty shirts with nothing on them. I have about.
Well, what's on the shirts that you already have printed then? What is it? What's on there?
Let's see. I have a bunch of different things. Let's see. My little tote is actually right here. Let's see if I can pull it out. I thought about maybe trying to do a t-shirt sale on Whatnot, but I don't know how good that would go over. You know, just have
I don't know. Has anyone ever tried to do something like that?
They were doing vintage clothing, I think. But I mean, can you imagine having like a $5 t-shirt sale? Hey, lass. So every shirt is $5 just to get it out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's a good way of doing it. Sure.
Let's see. So I have this one. I have a bunch of shirts. They're all folded crazy. Okay, so I have this one. This one's a cool one. Make today awesome.
Okay, there you go.
So that's a shirt I have.
JK All Awesome should buy that. See, it's Make Today Awesome. It's got his name right in there.
Hustle hard, pray harder.
There you go.
Those
are some good ones.
I gotta wash your hands like a little kid's wash your hands.
That's very popular now. People love washing their hands.
Hustle till your haters ask if you're hiring.
That's a good one. I like that.
Let's see.
There's all kinds of ones in here.
Yeah, I'd rather be with my dog.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's not true. It's just a shirt, people.
Let's see. I got a Boss Babe.
Okay, there you go.
So
kinds of fun stuff up there.
Yeah, these are the kind of print things that I have to put on the shirts. And I have like four binders of the prints. Let's see. Here's a shirt. Yeah, there's another Make Today Awesome. Oh, here's one. Oh, honey, I am that mom.
Last, don't start trouble with that flash mask silliness.
American Mom.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the little bear on it.
I like that.
I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, here's one that I like. It says, when life hands you lemons, you boil crawfish.
That's a good
one. Wash your hands, say your prayers because germs and Jesus are everywhere.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, I like this one too. Know your worth.
King Bob. King Bob says, how about a shirt that says BBC All Natural Bat Removal Company? It is very natural. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Feed me beignets and call me pretty. I have a bunch of different kind of shirts.
There are some good ones. They really are. You should definitely try to put them up there. Or
I may contact Whatnot and ask them about that. If I can sell shirts on there.
I thought you could sell apparel on there, but maybe not.
I can look into it and see. But yeah, I have a huge tote full of shirts. I have the blank shirts with nothing on them. And then I have all the binders with and I made some Mardi Gras shirts a couple of weeks back in an extra large.
Mm-hmm.
But normally I sell the shirts for like in between 12 and 15. And then if you get like 2X and 3X, the price kind of goes up because the shirts cost more.
Right.
But those that are already done have been sitting here for a year since COVID hit. And so those are only going to go for $5.
Yeah, okay.
Just so I can get them out.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
So I can move on to the next thing that I want to do, because once I get all that sold and out of the way, and then I can buy the machine that I really want, which is going to be, I can print stuff in no time and put them on the shirts in a couple of days. Like you could send me an order and within a couple of days I could have them all done and shipped back to you.
Yeah, so that's great. That's something that, when I was first went to college, that was my idea. Instead of going to college, my parents were like, you need to go to college. When I was a youngster, I was like, I think I want to make t-shirts custom. And of course, back then it was sort of a novel approach. Now it's, there's a lot of companies that do it, but, and so that was something I was really trying to get into. I did a lot of research and, putting the stuff on the mugs and stuff like that. And it was cool. It was really, really cool.
Yeah. It's fun. That's what I enjoy doing, is making t-shirts. That's my thing. But wait, why does 2 and 3X cost more for shirt sizes? Why don't medium and large cost more than? I have no clue, but any 2X, 3X, 4X.
They do, yeah.
They do. They cost like $1 to $2 more per shirt. Even when you buy them wholesale or anything
They're
like that.
They're just trying to stick it to the heavy folk. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I don't know why it does. It just does. But yeah, I have all that. I need to just get motivated. I was putting them on PDX 5 is too low to sell before the fees. They now charge. Yeah, I sold a pop last month for $7 and walked away with $330 after it was all and done. It was a big waste of my time.
Yeah.
I know it is too.
Is that on? You're talking about? Is that on Whatnot?
Yeah, and whatnot.
How much do they take? They take
12%.
half.
12%.
12%, and then something from shipping too, or just 12%?
No, just 12%.
Gotcha.
I know 5 is too low, but I need to get them out of the way, and I need to be able to make some money so I can be more productive with something that works better than what I'm using now. Anyway, because the new thing that I want is really nice because I can go on the computer, like you can send me the logo you want. I can print it straight off the thing onto the thing that it needs to go on, and just
cool.
pop it right on the shirt. It'll take hardly no time. Yeah, and then PayPal takes 12. So yeah, you go and whatnot. They take 12%. Then you once your money comes in, you transfer it to PayPal. You can transfer it to a bank account too, but it usually takes longer.
And then now you're gonna have to pay taxes on everything you get from PayPal. So
yep,
they're really making it
PayPal,
work.
and then PayPal turns around and takes a percentage of your money too. So yeah, it's true.
That's why I need to come up with my plan of the pop swap. That the people are trading pops instead of selling pops, and then doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to work on.
We do have a flea market quick draw, but there's so many people there that are selling the same things. Like you go and it's like 10 booths of the same thing, and 10 people selling Avon, and 10 people selling Mary Kay, and it's so big. And hey Jason, there's so many people selling the same. Hey Sharon. Sorry, I was occupied. Didn't really hear the whole conversation. Oh yeah, we were talking about Whatnot takes 12% of anything you sell on their website, on their auction, or if you sell on pops or whatever. Yeah, and then like I was saying, I used to do Facebook Marketplace, but now Facebook I think charges you if you sell something on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't know what to do. Yeah, there was a lot of auctions during years. Yeah, I know.
Now, how would they know if you sold it? Doesn't it kind of like Craigslist used to be, where it's just up there and people gotta go and pick it up? You don't buy through Facebook Marketplace, do you? Or do you? I've never done anything like that.
You can, but I thought there was a way. Could just say, "Hey, these are for sale for $5."
Yeah.
But now, when I tried, like I was telling somebody last night, I need to go back and re-look into it. But when I tried the last time, and you put in the price, then they show you what, if you sell it, what their percentage, like how much you would end up with. And I'm like, well, okay, when did this start? So I don't know. I'll have to look into it. To transfer money to your bank from PayPal. You can transfer money from Whatnot to your bank, or you can transfer PayPal money to your bank. It just takes like 3 to 5 days. Then eBay takes only 11%. Yeah, but 1% more is not that big a deal. And I'm not a big fan of eBay. I haven't had good luck on eBay for years, and people are rude on eBay. And
yeah, I mean, you're paying a little bit, supposedly, again, for the idea that people are taking a look to make sure there are no fakes up there. They obviously miss things too, so you got to pay a little something up for that too. But yeah, I've sold some things on eBay, and I mean, sometimes you get some decent people, and sometimes you don't. But it's just you just take the good with the bad. There's more people looking at your item, but you got to take it. Understand that you're getting all kinds of different types over there for sure. So I don't know.
Chris, why don't you go to your flea market? You said there's only one guy that has comic books. You could go there and sell. Yeah, the struggle is real. They want you to get out and make money, but then every time you come up with a way to make money, then everybody wants to take a piece of your pie.
Sure.
So how are you supposed to get ahead if everybody's taken from you before you can even,
Well, and that's why a lot of people get out of doing these certain things.
What's
They're
up?
just like, it's not, that's why mystery box, you're just like, well, just do a mystery box. So do it on Instagram, and you do it this way and do it that way. And then the only thing you're having to pay would be the PayPal fees or, and et cetera. So, it's sort of interesting. People are getting away from mystery boxes to sell. And then you're finding there's all these extra fees. It probably would push people back to doing it the other way.
Well, I know that that's what I did for Christmas. I just sold everything on Instagram. That way I wouldn't have the extra fees except from PayPal. But so that made it easier. Hey, JKL, he's still at work but had to drop in. Then you got the IRS in your pocket if you sell anything over 600. Yeah,
exactly.
I know.
You gotta be careful.
It's crazy. I don't know. Either you got to go to the flea market or where you can only take cash, or it's just
the problem is for me, I would think there's so few people who carry. I never carry cash with me anymore. I used to all the time, and now I can't remember the last time I bought anything with cash. So I just if you're only taking cash, you're really going to miss out on a lot of people. So
yeah, you could do IG. What I did was I would post what I had for sale, and then I would do it 30 below PPG and go from there. And PayPal, if you do friends and family, if that's how you get paid, then I don't think that goes against your taxes.
I think that they have to put on there that it's a gift. And specifically, there's a little box that says you have to say it's a gift, even with friends and family.
Oh, okay.
But all I can tell you is I'd be very careful about the dollar amount that you're putting. You're like, boy, you got an awful lot of friends and family, wouldn't you say? Awful lot of gifts from friends and family. I mean, you don't want to make anything look obvious. You want to get audited. Yeah. So just something to think about, So.
Well, it's the only way that I can make money right now. So if I have to pay taxes on it, I just have to pay taxes on it.
It's just the name of the game, right?
Yeah, it's part of life and being in a business, quote unquote business. Right. Pretty much Whatnot is. Some people do. That's all they do. That's their job. Right. Is Whatnot. So.
Well.
See, no PayPal friends and family is still not reported yet.
It's not reported yet, but it's going to get
right. If you do friends and family on PayPal, you're not protected. That's why you have to deal with people you trust.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, you got to take the good with the bad. If there was a really good solution, like you didn't have to pay a lot of fees, everyone would be doing it. So everyone's just trying to figure out the best way to do it. You can do it on Instagram, but you're not going to probably get as many eyeballs as you would going through the other things. So you got to take those things into consideration also. So just consider what you feel like. All I would recommend is try different things and see what seems to work for you. What may work for you isn't necessarily going to work for Sassy or anybody else.
Right.
And then just, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, for me, I don't try to sell anything. So I like to trade. I would love to be able to find a mechanism in place to trade pops, because that's what I have. Like I have $170 pop over here that's My Hero Academia. I know somebody would love that pop and probably has something over there that's worth about the same that I would love. But how do you make that work? How do you figure out where we could trade that at a centralized place? And that's something I'm trying to work on. So we'll see if I'm able to ever get it out of my brain and actually into reality. So
JKL said, as of right now, Zelle is the only one that doesn't report to the IRS. Yeah, he's the one who's been putting up all that PayPal stuff, which has been interesting to listen to. So
you just got to be careful. That's all I got. Nobody wants to get audited. That's for sure. Nobody wants. Yeah. I don't think anybody needs that kind of trouble. So.
Yep. Yep. It's hard out there trying to make money these days.
Well, Well, it's never been easy, but yeah, they're trying to tighten up with the loops. And like I said, because fewer and fewer people are taking cash, there are easier ways for them to catch up with people. And I think that's ultimately what it boils down to. Just like, people that are waiters and waitresses, most of their money came in cash, so they could really, it was really the honor system is what we were talking about. But now so few people pay with cash, so more money is going into.
It's easier to track it now.
Yeah, exactly right. There's actual ways to track the coming, all those things. So you got to be really careful what it is, and I don't know. So just got to try to do your best.
I had that idea too, Barbarian. We need a trading post type of app.
Exactly right. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I have had it in my brain for over a year now. You can put your collection, you post your whole collection in there. You can pull it from the Funko app or PPG and post it in there. These are all the things. Then you make a wish list of these are the type of things you're potentially interested in. And then you could say, these are the items of the thing that I'm willing to trade. And then it can kind of push it into another area. And people can go view, and I can view what Sassy has, what she's willing to trade, and then the types of things that she's interested in, maybe a wish list. And then you could say, and then I'll do like an offer. Click, I'll trade this for this, or these two things for this. And it starts like sends you a message. Hey, somebody wants to trade you this for this. Are you interested? And then you can kind of go back and forth and negotiate a bit. And then you could say yes. And then it goes through. And then either the app would have like some nominal, like $1 fee to make it happen. Or, I mean, for me, I wouldn't even want to do anything, but they're going to want to make money somehow, but there's some very nominal fee to do it, or post ads, or however they do that. And then that's it. And you're able to swap things, because right now it's basically like I'll show a pop and someone's like, and I say, I'm not really into this pop. And somebody will reach out to me and say, hey, I'm interested in that pop. What about this? And we'll do some trades, but it's just through happenstance. It's no thought out way of doing it. Whereas if you had an app that's really not that complicated of an app to work out, because you're not taking money or you're not doing any of that, you're putting just the stuff that you like and just swapping back. And you could even do it for comics or anything. It doesn't have to be pops, but I mean, just pops. But anyway, it's something I'd like to see happen.
Well, Umpty has started a website called Scratch Not. And he has a bunch of stuff listed up there that he's willing to do trades for.
Okay.
So what you do is you go look at all the stuff, you click it, add it to your cart, you fill out a like your name and all that stuff, and then it sends him an email, and then I think somehow he works some kind of deal out with you and tells you what he's looking for. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's something kind of like that.
Well, now you can share your collection from the Funko app. Didn't used to be able to, but now you can share from the Funko app. So maybe there's a way, and I don't know. His website, not my website.
At 1.2, you could share your wish list from Whatnot, and because on Whatnot you can go and click you look for the pop you're looking for, and you can click wish or habit or whatever. Right. So you can share that wish list with other people too. Because Obi had done that for me for Christmas. So he went through my wish list and got me a couple of things that I had on my list.
But there's no way to post what you currently have in your collection. Right.
No, I don't think so.
See, that's the point. I mean, because I can put a million things on my wish list. That doesn't mean I have anything to trade. They wouldn't have a clue what they was to trade. Yeah. The whole point is that you don't want to necessarily take the time communicating with people like, I need this one pop. What's the chance that somebody's going to have the one pop that you need unless you saw it in a video or something? So
yeah. Funko PDX said eBay works for him, but he doesn't want to deal with the shipping part. Whatnot is easier when it comes to shipping. Chris says that he's been using eBay for years, and I know they only take 11%, and they go directly through your bank account. They don't use PayPal anymore. Chris says he always keeps cash on him. He's always been a fan of the paper bill, even going back to paper food stamps. I'd rather just take your unwanted collectibles to a local shop. But the thing about that quick draw is not everybody has local shops that they can take stuff to and trade. Because I have one, but he has nothing that I want. Like, I don't even know if he takes trade-ins. I just know he has a bunch of old toys and he has pops, but none of it, he overprices everything. Like, he thinks it's gold that he's selling, or he has nothing that I really want. So there would be, what would I be trading for? Yeah, nothing. So
and then number two is, if you bring it to them, they're going to want to get, normally when you're taking to someone to sell, they want to pay 50% of what it's worth. They want to be able to double their money. So I don't want to sell a pop that's worth $170 for $85. I mean, am I really going to do that? I mean, what was the point of that? So I'd much rather, even if it's not 170, you say 150 or 140 or 130 even. I mean, that seems fair. I'm willing to take a bit of a, but you don't want to cut it in half. And then the business, what are they going to do? Even if they said, it's just, I don't know. I mean,
most places only give you 30% of what it's worth.
It could be, yeah.
So I mean,
if you're going to do that, then basically, I mean, I could see if you have a full collection and you need to move and you got to bail out and you got to get some fast money. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. That's great, but that's not my circumstances. And that I just have, like, say 20 pops that have some good value that I might want to trade or whatever, and I just don't have a mechanism in place to really be able to do that. I try to do it on my channel, just to let people know. I try to do a thing, and I put a couple pops up there at the end and said, hey, if you're interested, trade with me. If you want to send me what you have, like ones that you want to have and want me to just put it in my next video, I'll put it out there and help you get your stuff traded. And I don't want to necessarily be in the middle. I'll just say, you reach out to, Funko PDX, he's got these 2 pops, or this person's got this, and have like a quote unquote trading post as a video. I'd be happy to do it, but people, I guess, weren't that interested in doing it at that time. And so
another channel had done something similar. They had done a whole video of, this is what we have to trade, and they showed each pop and what the PPG was, and they said, let us know, and then we can work out a deal and this and that. But it never, I think they only did the one video too. So it never, people say they want that, but then when it comes to it, it doesn't ever happen. So James says the IRS needs to collect more taxes from the Bezos and Musk in the world. Like $600 is going to help with the national debt. Umpty said he's thinking about doing a forum page where you can post what you have and what you're looking for.
There you go. See, that would be very, very cool. If you do something like that, that would be really interesting. I mean, I think that would be a lot of fun to go on there and see what this person has or that person has, and then just find some way of communicating, to be able to make something like that happen. That would be super cool.
Seth said, should be able to start a PPG list for trade and share that list with others. They can send message and do trade or sell that way. So like PPG, you go to PPG and you can mark there, and then I think you can share that list. So that would work. You could probably go to, but see, my PPG works differently on my phone than if I went to PPG on my computer.
But when you hit share, how do you share it? That's the question. It's not like you're putting it out there for everyone to go on PPG and they can see it. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how.
You can share your PPG list.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I know you can share it, and then once you say I share it, doesn't mean that anybody that's on there, don't you have to tell, I want to share it with this person or that person so they can see it? Or you just, well, I know, but the whole point is I was just willing to share it with anybody that could see it, and then just share it that way.
They could just go and click on Bearded Barbarian's trade list or whatever.
Correct.
Do more community posts on YouTube and Instagram posts. They're probably the best option right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely are.
Great idea. I may try it. I would love to trade also for items that didn't fit my collection. Yeah, everybody always says that, but then it never,
Well, it may, and I did have somebody reach out to me, and there was a particular thing, but the trade was not a trade that I wanted to make. and it was a little bit, you know, I wouldn't use the term unfair, but it was not exactly equitable. So I didn't feel like it was the best option. So other than that, I didn't really get anybody of any interest. Maybe it was just the pops I put up there. That's the thing. I didn't want to jump to any conclusions. I think I did it maybe 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, with 3 different sets of video. And the first one I did with some like a more expensive one. And I got somebody that was interested, but again, that was not. So then I was like, well, maybe I'll try some mid-range pops. So I picked some, I think, that were like $30 and $35, something like that. And I didn't really have any interest. And I said, well, maybe I'll just find like $15 pops. Maybe there's somebody that wants interested in those. And then I didn't have anyone interested in that either. So I don't know what, you know, so.
Mad Hatter says he has a glow-in-the-dark treasure skeleton for sale.
There you go.
And then Seth says you could put the link in your YouTube video. AirPop Control does his trades that way.
Okay.
Which has pretty much, it's worked really good for him, but you have to say it almost every video until people remember, hey, my trade list is down below in the description.
Okay.
If there's anything on, go click the link. If there's anything you see you want, contact me and we'll work out a deal. That's how he does it. And I've used that before with him.
AirPop Control.
Yeah, I'll go and link. I've done it several times actually. I'll go and look at his extras list, and then I'll write down all the ones that I'm interested in, and then you go back and you say, hey, Craig, you know, I noticed on your list you have such and such and such, and you go from there. You find out what he's looking for, or he'll work out a deal with you on price because he doesn't charge full PPG. He'll give you a cut off of PPG. So that's always a way to think about it too.
Okay, that's a good idea. Some good ideas for sure.
We bought a common black light Leonardo off eBay with 21 with shipping.
Not bad.
Somebody just bought a common, I want to say Leonardo pop, the soda from me last night in my auction for $6.
Yikes.
Shows you how good my auction went.
Did you have to sell it? Can you set a like a minimum?
You start the bidding at whatever you want to start it at.
Yeah.
But I always start everything at $5. Unless it's like high dollar stuff. And then I'm like, yeah, this is what I have to start it at. So like I have a Hobgoblin poppin' tea. I paid $25 for it. So I'm not going to let it go for any less than that because PPG on just the pop right now is $38. So I was
what size is the tea?
2XL.
Hey, I think we found a winner. Contact me afterwards. I'll see what I can do.
I tried talking to, telling people last night, hey, I got a poppin' tea. I have to let it go for, what I at least paid for it without the taxes even. I was just wanting $25, but nobody bid. So I still have it. Let me know
afterwards what you want for it.
Smart idea for sure.
Or my birthday is like March 2nd. It's like literally next
that would be a great birthday present for you.
It would be a great birthday gift for
you to buy for yourself. Yeah.
From a good friend
that you could buy for yourself. Yeah.
No, a good friend.
I've always seen people do 3 or 4-way trades. It's a lot more difficult. Trading is very hard.
I traded with New and Old one time. And I traded, and it was like, yeah, I'm interested in this or that. And I sent him a couple different pictures, like, oh, I think we're really interested in that one. And so I opened mine on my video, and then he opened his the next day, and he opened it, and he was like, this is what I got. And I was like, I didn't send him that. What is that? And he even said, he's like, well, the one I got from Barbarian, I traded to someone else and was able to get this. So I was like, well, that's fine. I don't care. I just thought it was funny. I was just like, he didn't even... It's not like he opened it and then sent it on. He just immediately. I said, you should have given me the address. I'd have sent it directly to the person.
Right.
So
I'm sure if eBay catches when the people are trying to sell stuff using the community tab, they will try to get a piece of the action.
Oh, yes.
Like the mafia.
They can smell the money. Smell it. So.
Yeah. Most people want to sell for PPG, and that's usually not what the pop is worth. I try to go by sold Macari sales.
Right. Well, it's only worth what people are willing to pay for it, to be honest with you. So I mean, sometimes it might be really popular now, but you hold on to it. You never know; it could go up or down. So
JKL just finished a trade with PDX. Me and PDX actually have a trade too. The other day, he's like, "Hey, what's your address so I can we can ship out our trade?"
we're trying to work. PDX and I are trying to work out a trade. He's got the wheeler and dealer over there.
Yeah, I was like, well, honestly, PDX, I don't really have the money right now to ship it. He's like, well, that works out great for me. So we have a trade going right now too.
Okay, yeah.
JKL also, I think we have done some good trades.
Yeah, I enjoy trading with people. It's a lot of fun. People get like I said, people get a chance to get something, and I always put a sticker in there and a cool card for somebody. Try to help them out. Why not?
Happy early birthday, Bearded. Happy birthday, Barbarian.
Thank you.
See, look, you getting some birthday wishes.
Good people.
I traded with Dead Zone Barsoda. Yeah, Dead Zone's a good person to trade with too. Happy early birthday. Traded cookies for Blue Chrome Boba Fett. Yeah, he's all about trading cookies for pops.
Cookies for pops,
huh? But the thing
did you ever see the show? It was a show on TV. I forgot what it was called, but the people tried to trade. It was like a bartering show.
Yes, I love that.
They started like with like a paper clip, and then ended up with like a car or something.
Every episode.
That was very fun. Yes, I enjoyed that.
We loved it. I was sad when it stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wondered though, do you think, some of that stuff just seemed a little outlandish, hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about Quick Draw, he's wanting to trade cookies, but he doesn't even have to make the cookies. So he's getting out easy.
Who makes the cookies?
His mom. His mom
makes the cookies. I got you.
So he just gets the pop, and his mom has to do all the work for the cookies.
These must be some good cookies to be traded to pop for him. Don't you think? Are they good cookies?
Yeah, they're good cookies.
Okay, what kind? We got chocolate chip or
mine were alligators, but I think they were sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies.
But they were shaped like alligators with green icing on them.
Oh, very fancy. Yeah, it was called Barter Kings. That was yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed that.
Totally wanted to do that with a pop and keep trading up for a video. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah,
that would be a fun video. I guess I would wonder, do you wait till you get to the last pop at the end and just record clips and then just put it in one video, or do you do one and say, well, let's wait till next week to see what we end? I don't know. But that would be cool. That would be a lot of fun.
Oh, JKL said he has to go, but if anybody has any Star Wars pops they want to get rid of,
hit him up on He is Instagram. Trying to collect every single Star Wars pops.
Well, JKL, I still have that 10-inch Target Con one from last year. You had told me not to get rid of, but I haven't heard from you, so I almost put it up on the whatnot the other day. It's the white one with the blue and all that on his face.
Better get on it, JKO. Better get on it.
Landed cookies, laced cookies, I'm assuming.
Those are some of those Colorado cookies. Is that what you're saying? Some of those fun color. You see things.
Motu Faker and a bloody ashtrays for sale.
Already.
What kind of shenanigans going? Hey, poser, what's going on? Yep, they are great cookies. Check your DM. Yeah, he's not very great at checking his DMs. In fact, poser, you need to check your DMs because I sent you questions for tomorrow's show. So you need to get on answering them.
No, you got to get your homework. I'm telling you, if you do not get your homework, they will bust your tail. I'd never been on a live before. I was telling my wife before I got on one of Sassy's live, like, I've got homework to do. She's like, what are you talking about? I got homework to do. I got assignments, and I had to take a half a day off of work. I had to take a half a day of leave to get my homework done.
Yeah. Isn't that hard?
I'm 100%. You think I'm kidding? I'm 100% serious. I had to take a half a day of leave to get my homework done for Sassy's live. I was like, I'd never seen anything like it.
But did you have a great time?
I had a good time. I don't know about a great time. Y'all had a great time because I was on there. But I had a good time,
Y'all hassling me like I'm with my students.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
I sent you messages on IG, Barbarian. How about the trade?
My phones just started freaking out on me. It went do.
He's a busy
But
man.
yeah, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it. As soon as this is over, I'll check them. And
yeah, he doesn't always check his IG either. Barbarian doesn't always check.
That's not true. I do check fairly.
You didn't even comment when I sent you the thumbnail for today.
You wanted me to comment? I mean, you sent it to me. I was gonna post it, and whatever reason.
Yeah, you never did. What's up with that?
I know that was my mistake. I was working on that short. I've been busting my tail get this short out, and it's taken me forever.
I worked hard on that thumbnail.
Did you? It's great.
Let's see if I can bring it up to show everybody the great work I did.
It's sort of an inside joke.
Let's see. Pictures. Thumbnail. Yeah, it's not that one. Yeah, here we go.
Take your time. We're just sitting here waiting.
Oh, stop. Share. Where is it? Window. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
King Bob, you do want to hear about it. You want to hear about my short and getting up.
Look at that great work.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's from all those dang Deadpool photos.
See, if your picture on your YouTube would have been square, it'd have looked better because I was trying to put your mad face over his, that guy's, but your face is square, so it didn't exactly.
I don't really like. You try to use the logo, which is people are trying to use my face, like they'll do screenshots of my face. That's what my little friend, quote unquote friends from the Papa Game, they put my face inside of a Flash costume. Oh my god, it's so annoying. And just like they're posting it here and posting it there because they know how much I dislike the Flash.
Oh geez. All right, so I guess I'll hurry up and run the wheel. We got about 20 minutes left before we end. So I'll do my Patreon wheel. This week you are going to win a Willy Wonka soda.
Sounds a cool one.
So how many shuffles?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, here we go.
Yeah, baby.
Below average gaming day. Congratulations.
There you go.
Stop sharing. Alrighty. Below, I gotta write it down. I was sitting here earlier and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Obi won something not long ago and I totally forgot. I still gotta send out BK Phipps.
Gotta stay on top of those. There were a couple of weeks there. I think there was like 2 or 3 weeks that I got behind and I forgot, and I keep forgetting who won different things. So I had to go back and watch the live, and of course, a lot of fun. I love watching me, so it's no problem.
Yeah.
But I had to go back and make sure I hit everybody. So.
Well, I changed it up so it wouldn't be so hard to ship out, and then I'm still falling behind. It's frustrating.
Yeah, and like I said, when I shipped out, like normally a pop box somewhere in the United States averages, I don't know, at least it used to average about $6 or $7. I had 2 that I sent out this past week, $10. It's just like, I don't understand. I mean, I don't think the boxes were any big. Maybe they were a little bigger than normal, but because I just reuse whatever boxes I get. So that was a shame.
Do you use pirate ship?
No, I didn't use a pirate ship. I actually used the United States, who are pirates themselves. You know what I'm saying? United States Postal Service.
If you use pirate ship, it's usually a little bit cheaper.
I just go down to the post office and see my local postal worker, and she knows who my name. I'm like Norm. She knows my name. Hey, how you doing? What do we got going on today? Knows when I go in there to check to pull my stuff out to see if there's anything in my post office. But nice people down there. A lot of people talk trash about the post office, but my post office is very nice people. So
the post office that I go to, love the guy. There's 2 guys, but one guy, he's yeah. I like my post office too. So
yeah. Now the UPS guy that comes to my door, that's a different story. He barely gets out of a truck and he chucks it onto my.
They do. It's crazy.
No.
What's up, bub?
Luckily, I don't get in much UPS. It's pretty much all United States Postal Service now. Whenever anybody sends anything to me, so
I get UPS quite often.
who are you blowing kisses to? Anybody I should know there? Or?
Just my son.
I thought it was to me. No, is that to me?
Came in
for my birthday. Is that for my birthday?
No, he came in to check on me, so he was leaving. And
check on you. What did you think happened? You slumped over in there? You usually pass out in that chair. Is that what happens?
He likes to come in and check on me.
I see. Puts a mirror over under your nose to make sure you're still breathing. That's what happens when you get old. That's what they do.
He just comes in to see what I'm doing, pretty much.
Okay. Gotcha.
Probably to see if I was still live or if I was talking backstage.
Still alive.
Yeah, pirate ship. I use pirate ship.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that they enjoy using pirate ship. So
yeah.
And I am a barbarian. You'd think I would like hanging around with pirates, but I don't really like it.
Yeah. Well, it's more work for you to do, and you don't like to do work, so.
Right, I'm not interested in that.
Because you have to weigh your package. You have to.
Oh, I'm not doing that. Let the people down there do it.
You got to put the measurements in of what size box it is and all that stuff. So.
No, I'm not doing all that. I box it up, bring it down there with my stuff, and then hand it to them. The only thing is if it's international, I could do that extra piece of paper. But other than that, that's just the way I like to keep it. So
yeah. Welcome back, Karen. Yeah. It's easy. I'd rather spend the extra time to do it and save a little bit of money than to go stand in the long line at the post office.
Yeah. It's the only exercise I get throughout the day. You know what I mean? So if I'm working here, I don't stand very often. Otherwise, I would be never standing. So this is good exercise for me.
Yeah. So it's Mardi Gras week here.
Really? So do they come right by your house there, or how does that work?
No, we have to go down the road. It's not that far. Like one of our parades that passes in. I'm not in the city limits. I'm like right outside of the city limits, and I'm in between. So my address says Lafayette, but Scott is on this side, right? This side. Yeah, Scott's on this side and Karen Crow's on this side. So I'm like in the middle of the two. But so Karen Crow had a parade last Saturday, and it was just right down the road. So you go to the end of the road.
So every town in that area does something? It's not just New Orleans?
Not every town, but a lot of towns do, yes.
Oh, interesting.
So there was one right down the road that way on Saturday. I would say it's like 2 miles down the road. And then on Sunday, there's another one the other direction about 2 miles down the road. And that's the one that Terrell cooked jambalaya, and we sat out all day long. And it was.
Is it a long parade, or is it a small parade, or how does that work?
They're fairly long. They're fairly long.
Have you ever been in the parade? Have you ever gone in and been? Mm-hmm. What would you do? What did you have to do to be in the parade? You
pay money, and then you just decorate.
Yeah. I thought you had to be part of some organization or something like that.
No, not the smaller parades. You just, if you have like a business that you want to advertise your business, you just give them.
You should have been in there advertising the Sassy Barbarian show. We'd had more people here. Couldn't you think about that? Or you could have taken our thumbnail, put it on some shirts, shoot them out of with shirt cannons when you're on the thing. I think that would have been a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. That's good.
Maybe next year.
I see.
I use pirate ship for the dirty looks from the people waiting in line. I think our parade was yesterday, but I'm sure there's more. Oh yeah, there's definitely. They've been going on for a couple of weeks now. So there was 3 let's see. Karen Crow had a parade last week. Scott had a parade. Lafayette had a parade. This weekend there were parades. There'll be parades Monday, tomorrow night, and then Tuesday there's 3 parades. There was the Youngsville had a parade. There was parades everywhere, all over the place around here.
So how many beads have you collected so far, Sassy? I'm just curious.
We not as much as we used to, but we got about probably about a trash bag full.
What's
me, Terrell, the kids.
Terrell, I thought you had to be a woman and you had to, one of
I don't
those
know. They throw to everybody.
No. Isn't it supposed to be flashing? I thought you were supposed to flash.
I mean, in New Orleans, they might do that, but
they don't do that.
Here, you don't have to do all that here.
Oh, that's
so all my whatnot boxes now are going to be put beads. Mardi Gras beads are going to be put in there.
That's fun.
Yeah, every box that goes out now, I'll put a couple of Mardi Gras beads in.
Very cool.
Yep.
So that's it sounds like a lot of fun. So it only goes on for a week. I thought it went on for a long time.
It goes in New Orleans. It starts, I think, a month ahead.
Oh.
But around here, it's like 2 or 3 weeks ahead. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, because it's Tuesday, but they've been having parades for the last couple of weeks.
So, do you ever go into New Orleans during Mardi Gras, or you don't bother anymore?
I've never been to Mardi Gras, New Orleans.
Really? What are you waiting for?
Because I'm not a big fan of not being able to walk. It's so many people. It smells like pee and alcohol.
That's all part of the experience, though, isn't it? Isn't that part of the experience?
I'm not big into being around people that act a fool. So
why are we on this live together? I thought that was the whole point of this live, was for you to be around somebody that acts like a fool.
Well, but we're far from each other. We're on the same
I see. So you can just turn it off when it gets
right. When people pass me and bump me, and there's a room over there they could have walked and avoided me completely, that makes me mad. So,
but don't you want to go once? I think I'd want to go just one time and just to say I've done it, and then never go back. You know,
the crime rate in New Orleans is not worth it to me. I'm not a huge fan of New Orleans. A lot of people love New Orleans, but
I went to New Orleans. It was great. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it's a good day trip. That's pretty much about it.
We were there for I don't know, it was probably 4 days. It was we went outside. I ate lots of food. I ate like I hadn't seen food in a million years, and there was a lot of that. And we walked around, saw some sights. It was cool. I always went with a group though, so it wasn't like one-on-one.
Yeah, it's better that way. Yeah. Mama J put in the crafting chat that you were giving away Willies, and now I have questions. Oh yeah, the Willy Wonka.
She's giving away.
There you
Willies. Go. Giving away the Willies.
They used to in NOLA, but you can be fined these days. Oh yeah, they used to flash all the time, and now
they won't let the. Well, that's no fun. I mean, come on, people. The fun police around here.
Well, we can't meet up because Sassy couldn't stand us all in person.
Yeah. I think that if people met up, it'd be like, sounds like a good idea. That when you do it, you're just like, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not a big party girl, honestly. So there's just too many people drinking and acting a fool.
Well, I don't enjoy those type of things either. When it's fine being around and when people are having a fun time, but when people are bumping into each other and it just gets ridiculous. It's just like, that's no fun now.
Drunk people aren't great people to be around, especially if they're not good drunks. So, and the reason I never went years past is because I was a mom, and I always go to Mardi Gras. Would go to the parades for the kids, and I would not take them to New Orleans. So, now they're grown, so they're not, maybe a different story. But at the time, we had to do family friendly stuff because I don't want to jeopardize my kids' lives. Yeah.
Right.
And me go to jail over some. So, because like even last week, me and my daughter almost got into it with some people.
Oh, brother.
I was like, oh, y'all about to bring the old me out, and I don't think they want that. But so yeah, we had to kind of walk away from that situation. But
you gotta be the bigger person sometimes. Gotta be the bigger person.
Well, it's kind of hard, but you know,
it is. It is always hard, but
yeah. So it was interesting. It was interesting. But yeah, nothing happened because actually the lady
otherwise we'd be doing this live from prison. Again,
right.
One of us would be in jail.
The lady she kind of backed down for me. So like she was getting all in my daughter's face, and I was like, "Oh no, we ain't having none of that." So
this was at the parade, or this is at some other?
Yeah, I was at the parade. Mm-hmm. So I went to get in front of her, and I'm like, what you're saying is I'm not. It's not important. There's no reason for you to be saying what you're saying. It has nothing to do with what's going on here. Oh, well, this and this and this. And I'm like, oh, no, lady, come here. Let me tell you something. We've been sitting here all day long. You're not going to come up here at the last minute and try to take over our area, leaning on people's cars. Like, they're leaning on my car. And I'm like, oh, no. We can't. And then she's like, but everybody does it. It's Mardi Gras. I'm like, that don't have nothing to do with anything. So she shut up and walked away. So I was like, yeah. That's
Mama J said you're a gangster.
I am a gangster, Mama J. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. She thought she was trying to be a Karen, but yeah.
You got to get those on video, though. That's the best. Those Karens on video are a lot of fun.
Man, it was crazy. I was like, yeah, I need to walk away because I will end up in jail. So if I would be in New Orleans, I would probably end up in jail because I get a little feisty when I'm drinking. You mess with my family or people I care about, that's it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably for the best you don't go to New Orleans. Yeah. For the best.
It was funny. My daughter and my son went across the street to get an ice cream from McDonald's. We were parked across the street from McDonald's. And they come back and all those people are there. And she's like, where do all these people come from? And I'm like, I don't know. They just showed up and asked if they could. I guess they asked Terrell. They didn't ask me because I'd have told them no. Can we stand there? And he's like, yeah, just don't stand by the car, And there was like 20 of them come from nowhere, and they're just like invading all our area. And she's just like, oh, So she gets up and goes to tell them something. She's like, they're leaning on your car. And that's when it all started. And then they want to have an attitude.
They lit the fuse then, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. She's just like her mama. So they want to catch attitude with her. I was like, oh, yeah, they ain't going to catch attitude with her. So I got up and started talking. And then she's standing right behind me, making sure nothing's happening to me. It was funny. I got a whole bar outside once. Oh, wow. Yeah, too many Karens. You're right.
They let a whole bar out. That's what happens. We went to my wife and I were in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It was 2 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago, 2018, something like that. And we went down there and we're walking along and was like, seems like there'd be more people. There's a lot of people down because we went in the kind of the off season. And you know what we realized? It's St. Patrick's Day. We didn't realize. I'd forgotten. I'm not a green beer fan. We were out and down by Murrells Inlet. I don't know if you know the area very well. It's got all these bars like in a line right along the water and restaurants and stuff like that. And we were down there and there were people everywhere. People were dressed up. People were drinking and stuff like that. It wasn't too out of control, but it made me nervous with the number of people that it was because it was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
Of course, this was pre-pandemic and people didn't think a thing of that. People were just having a good old time. They had some fun live music. But after a while, I was like, I need to get out of here. This is too much for me. I don't feel claustrophobic in like tight areas. But when there's a lot of people around, I feel very, very claustrophobic. So we had a fun time. I tried to, not because I spend most of my time staring at other people, worried about what they're going to do, and I tried to not worry about that stuff. So, but we had a nice time. But I was grateful things didn't get Now we left around like 10. I have a feeling that like 10 to 2 in the morning is when it really got crazy.
Oh, yeah.
There, so.
Well, and the thing about it is their switches can flip. So 1 minute everything could be fine, and then you do one thing to spark that switch, and it's like World War III,
Yeah, and a lot of times it's just it's like somebody bumped into somebody, and then just by acts, and then somebody turns this, somebody says something to somebody or knocks their drink out of their hand, and yeah, it's bad news. It can get real sketchy. So but I'd love to go back to Myrtle Beach. Have you ever been to Myrtle Beach before?
No, I've always wanted to.
I love Myrtle Beach. It's a lot of fun. I don't like the beach. This is the thing that my wife gets on me because, like, when we actually go on the beach, I'm wrapped up like a mummy, and there's like these little slit of face, and then the rest of me is got like a towel turban, and I'm in a tent, and I'm wrapped around stuff because I don't want to get, But I enjoy walking along the boardwalk and eating at the nice restaurants. There's some really great restaurants down there. So
Umpty says his brother lives in Myrtle Beach.
There you go. I'd be hanging around with your brother a lot. I really would. If I had a brother that lived in Myrtle Beach, I'd see him more often. Unfortunately, my brother lives 3 hours down the road and nothing special, So although they are getting a casino there, and it's Danville, Virginia, and they keep calling it Dan Vegas because they're going to be building this gigantic casino there, a Caesars. So
okay.
No, it should be real interesting.
Sharon said she finally got to 200 subs. And it's sticking, so she guessed she'll be doing a giveaway soon.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so getting them to stick is the key because, you get them and then they giveth and they taketh away.
They do. They do. Oh, well, we've reached our 2 hours, so I guess we'll end the day. I have I have to go hang out with my husband.
I see. He's higher priority than me. I'm not really sure.
He actually likes me being around. Go figure.
Well, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he actually likes
less is more. Remember this: less is more.
That's what I think. But then he always wants me to be with him. So
that's nice of him. He's a real good humanitarian. That guy.
I guess so.
All right. Well, I gotta
go pack whatnot boxes. So
yeah. Well, our next live we'll have to come up, see if we can come up with something to, a competition of some kind, and see if we can drag some people kicking and screaming into this thing.
Yeah. So. Well, I know Big Easy kind of volunteered himself, so we'll definitely have him, and then we can get Chase in here, and
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Absolutely.
Everybody has a great afternoon. I have 3 videos coming out. I tried to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now. We are going to have Comic Book Poser tomorrow night on Popping Around the World on Eric's channel. Do you have anything?
I thought you guys were on Tuesday. You're on Monday now?
We switched to Mondays, yeah.
Oh, Lord. It's going to be hard for me to keep up. I can't keep up.
Well,
I still thought you were on Thursday. And for a while, I was like trying to think on Thursday. And like, no, somebody said you're on Tuesday. Now it's Monday.
Pop the Chaos is never on the same day. So what are you talking about?
I know, but it's chaos. The name is right in there. You expect different things and, never know what to really expect. You guys are a lot more organized. There's assignments and there's work, tasks to be done. We don't do things like that. We couldn't barely figure it out if we wanted to do that. So.
Yeah, we moved to Monday because there was so much going on Tuesdays and there wasn't a whole lot on Monday. So it's been working out very good to have it on Monday.
Okay. Well, it's tricky. There's a lot of things happening a lot of days, to be honest with you. So you try not to step on anyone else's feet, but like so I'm trying to do some more lives and some giveaways. I'm trying to find a day and just like you said, somebody else is doing this that day. So well, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. I mean, midnight. What am I supposed to do? Midnight on a Tuesday? I mean, what am I supposed to do here? I gotta do something. So this is the thing. You got a phone. And you got a tablet, you got a computer, put all 3 lives on at the same time, and then just be paying attention to all 3 at the same time. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Well,
try to do that.
yeah.
So.
So you have anything coming up this week? Any videos?
Yeah, I got some videos. I'm trying to work on this short. Well, eventually you'll see a short that I keep teasing. So hopefully that'll happen. I have a snack crate that I've just finished and I need to edit. And I have some sodas that I just got in, a couple birthday gifts from dear old mom and dad. I don't have a clue what they are. And some other things that have just come in. And I have something weird that I bought on Amazon that has been sitting for the longest time. And I bought something that literally has 1 star. But I think it's going to be something good. It looks good in the picture. It's one of those things where you look in the picture and it looks really, really awesome. But then you realize after you purchase, or at least I realized after the purchase, the dimensions look a little off and there's 1 star. So,
well, that's like the nerd boy. He used to buy stuff off of Facebook Marketplace. You remember that? Yeah.
Yes.
I think
I'm hoping it won't turn out like that.
We could do a live like that too one day. We could all purchase some crazy and all of us order the same thing and see if the same thing comes in and open it on the live. And yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, we'll see how it sort of turns out. It should be a lot of fun too. And then I have an I Want This Stuff mystery box that I need to open too. So a lot of little fun stuff that coming up. So stay tuned.
All right, everybody. I hope y'all have a good afternoon. Thanks for coming out. Bye.